My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Pygmalion. Oh, in the Bazaar. So, I'm gonna try and get a completely opposite run to last run. I'm gonna build completely differently. I'm gonna win a fight. It's gonna take 5 years for this run to finish. Tossed Helm. Every 10 seconds, deal 15 damage and shield 15. I do like the double dips on the triggers there. Jewelry, shield equal to double this item's value or a washy-wally, but take the Tossed Helm and see what we're doing. Heal items have plus 18 heal. Your leftmost shield has plus 30. Or leftmost heal has plus 36. I'll take the one that upgrades what I already have. And he sells small items. If I could just field 3 more small items right now. For instance, bandages. I don't think I just field the other 2 though. Jewelry I'm not at all excited about. Washi I'm not at all excited about. Honestly, bandages was a huge pickup. I'm just going to take that and run. Pyro, burn-related stuff. Water kimono. Shield? I don't know, maybe I do a silk run. Silk, when you sell another non-weapon item, this gains shield 5. Activates every 7 seconds. I do want to do one of those big, you buy and sell everything, and then you get giant items kind of run for Pygmalion. Billboard and Jeweled Loot are really good items for that, giving you the ability to sell items for potentially much more than you even bought them for.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
Literally just a scrap item. Fortis sells shield skills. The shield skills at the moment are going to be relatively small. So I'll take Quick Soul.
Huge items. Price, don't care.
Small and medium items Quick Soul cares about. I will buy the hatchet.
So I can buy things. Huge
Oh, there it is. Ganjo. Adjacent weapons, healing items, and shield items gain plus 5 to their magnitude for the fight.
On behalf of the Grand Society of blah blah blah. Bye.
So I just pop that between the Tossed Helm and the bandages, and it'll get to dip extra on those. I love it when it dip extra on those. I do probably also want model ship when you use an adjacent item shield 10. That would be a really good trigger for the frontal shielding. Oh, I can't buy it. I don't have enough money. I'd have to sell Tossed Helm or something like that. Something I'm definitely not interested in doing. Tossed Helm activates its additional 30 shielding effectively once every 5 seconds. Bandages activates it once every 4 seconds. Once every 5 seconds because it's 10 seconds, but it's got a multi-cast of 2. So I'm just working from there. Yep, that's our setup. Regeneration or chocolate bars. I'm 100% during chocolate bars. I'm just going to get 5 bronze. Happily collect that HP. Scrap. I'll sell it. I'll sell it to upgrade that bandage. I do think I keep that. And I do think also I'm very likely to win this run. This run? No. Okay, way too ambitious. This fight, I think I'm very likely to win. Oh yeah, what? You're gonna hit me for a shovel with 34 damage every 10 seconds? Grow up. Just completely uncalled for grow up. What, you're gonna field items that are actually relatively good and are probably giving you an economic advantage behind the board? Pfft, grow up. Get a Ganjo. Ignoring the fact that that player was me last run. Ooh, the Ganjo goes good. Gotta love a Ganjo.
You've got potential. I bet I'll see you again.
Middle sells medium items, and like, I'd love to get a Ganjo upgrade, but like that's very narrow. I'm also looking for model ship. I'm also looking for grindstone. I'm also looking for a couple other things, maybe. You find abandoned chests, experience, and money. And I am going to need money for the next shop. Get a healing item. Upgrade your healing item. Ooh, get 5 spare change. Compared to all these other options, 5 spare change? Yeah. Get a weapon skill? How dare you? A non-weapon item from the recycling center. Weapon skill from Yukon. Jay sells items in general. You could match a lot of mine.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
Slingshot has 1 additional ammo for each small item you have. I mean, it's not awful damage for us. It's just I don't want to upgrade it, so I don't want it. Rewards card. When you visit a merchant. I mean, rewards card by the time I want to use it will have done something for me, so fine. Laser security when every property is used. No, when you heal. Rust Knuckles. This does double damage. I mean... Golf clubs isn't great, but... I'll buy it right now just to field it for the next fight.
How about this weather where... Oh, you
Dang. I do scale, but I scale relatively slowly. Can I beat Borea? I don't think I have enough shielding to beat Borea. Coconut crab? Is that really what I want to do? 2 additional shield to my shield-related items? No, I'm gonna go Covetous Thief just so I can confirm the kill. I think it's possible I could kill Borea, but I don't want to take the gamble. If Ganja was upgraded to silver, yeah, I'd have done it. I feel like at this point in the Borea fight, I'd be on about half HP. Also, the Borea has like 150 more HP than the enemy does. I feel like I'd be dead by now.
Watch the skies. Watch your back.
I'm not certain. I have no behind-the-scenes calculation on that. I just suspect that might be the case. I'm going to pop the grindstone in instead of the golf clubs. Every 3 seconds, it'll give 10 plus damage to the Tusked Helm. So before the Tusked Helm even fires off for the first time, it's given 3 charges to the Tusked Helm. So that's 30 additional damage, and the Tusked Helm multi-strikes. So it'll do 60 additional damage in the first cycle. Pretty big. And he sells small items. Workshop has a tool. There's a lot of really good tools for Pygmalion. I'm gonna go to Andy.
Size dilutes the brain. Mine is highly concentrated.
Dang, Andy, dang. With the laser security system, brass knuckles, and slingshot, you're owning nothing that I want to. Higgles, crystal bonsai, and Uwashi wally birds certainly don't change that.
Neither wealthy nor wise, huh?
Really unfortunate. Orion sells tools, Fortis sells shield skills. Tools still, possibility of upgrading grindstone, maybe even. I'm gonna go there.
Some engineers fix things.
That's the grindstone upgrade.
Things they fix things with.
And I've specifically left myself enough money to be able to get it.
A bucket saved my life once. You just never know.
Plus 20 damage now, so it's just... now it'll be giving 60 damage to do 120 damage on the first trigger of Tusked Helm. And that's only from the contribution from the grindstone. We're ignoring the Ganjo for that. As well as the base damage of the item.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
This is a poison build, but with the pufferfish only giving 1 poison per haste, it's not that quick. It's just not a fast one. Which is exactly what I'm going to need if I'm going to win. Basically, can I get to my next Tusk Helm trigger? All signs point towards yes. Oh no, that wasn't enough to kill. Okay, I die. Yep.
Bravery
That was
without
very
strength
close.
is a sword without a blade.
Oh, the enemy was going to come back with a life preserver. Never mind. I was always losing that one. Get 2 income if you have a property. I would like a property, but I don't know. Get 2 spare change and then upgrade all your spare change. I have spare change that'll benefit from that. Thank you. Sells non-weapon items over at Kina. Eating contest. Definitely non-weapon items.
Discounts for peace.
Silk. When you sell another non-weapon item, this gains shield. Maybe I buy silk. And then when I have to sell all of my spare change, silk gets another 20 shield. So every 7 seconds it's shielding for 30? That's just not that much. I'd rather roll and try and pick up something I intend to use. I mean, the bushel is a great item right now. Considering I'm missing a solid board slot entrant. Yeah. Bushel will more than double dip on the benefit from Ganjo. Because Ganjo gives it additional shielding. It triggers its own when you heal shield, and so does Bandages. So Bandages goes way over this side now. That's our setup. Reginald sells heal and regeneration skills. I would love to see them. When you use a tool, heal 5. That's important. Grindstone is an example of that. So that'll, when you use a tool, I'll heal 5 and I'll shield 40. First time you drop below half health each fight, 10 regenerate. Yep, staying bow. Eccentric Etherite. I suspect I do enough damage to take you down. And also, if I can take you down, I'll be very happy about it. So I'm going to have to take a couple of these big force field shots to the face, which is going to be annoying. But between them, I'll be able to knock the enemy's armor off, so it's not going to get much bigger than that. Also, we can see this additional shielding is going really well. Bushel was a great pick there. This'll get it. Goodbye, Eccentric Etherite. Please give me rigged. Oh! At the start of each fight, haste 2 items for 3 seconds. Rigged. Thank you. Pole sells large items. Ooh, a small tool in the utility box. Which I'll be able to field that pretty quickly. Yeah, small tool, please. Yeah. And I'm gonna take the money and experience here. I'll field the small tool, which itself is now going to also heal us on a 5-second cooldown. Leftmost item gains more value, get gumballs and stuff. Chocolate balls or gumballs. Shield items, gain 1 shield per level for a total of 4 shield. Yeah, I'm gonna give my shield items more shielding. It's not huge, but it's something. Axe Man Bat. You survived the fire?
My dreams are too big for the steam.
Oh, speaking of, they are a fiery build. They've got a fiery cutlass, a trebuchet, a cannon, pop snappers, and a lighter. I'm gonna die, baby. They have no armor regeneration, but they have a huge amount of haste and damage on that board. They're keeping up and building their burn really, really well. Yeah. There's not too much you can do against a full board of burn items at this point.
Show you what I learned from this.
Good work. Invest in yourself for 2 income? I do need to do that at some point. Order sell shield skills. Really? Medium shield items are +6, I guess. Hydro Dude, Blood Reef, and Boiler Room. How was Hydro Dude for us again? At this point? It's not really good. Boiler Room Brawler, however, is insane. A lot of tool-related synergy.
Buddy, I've got work to do.
Please give me the wrench or the hammer. I would like to upgrade my tools. Toolbox, I guess, also when fielded, your other tools have their cooldown reduced by 5%, relatively low. Energy potion. If I had an energy potion with 2 oh, I don't have the +1 max ammo. That was last run. That's okay, I don't need it.
I don't need it.
What I do need is an upgrade on Ganjo. I need that bad like oxygen.
Hey, what's one more scar? Believe you'll win, and you'll win, but not against me.
Sharpening Stone for some damage. I'm gonna go to Bakun.
Seeds, acorns, home.
There's the item I was looking for last run. Landscraper. When you use an item, any item, shield equal to this item's value. Yeah, pretty good, right? Do I take that and try and field it now? Because I want to. At the start of each hour, it gains a value. Yeah.
Where's Mitchworth? Oh, did he see me close a deal?
I'm going to sell a small change as well to pick up a ATM.
Invested in my mother.
Okay, so now Ganjo is extremely outpaced by a lot of other things that are on my board. Like, yes, it's providing scaling, but it's providing significantly less scaling than the Grindstone is currently. When you use an item, shield equal to this item's value. So this item, Landscraper, is the one that Ganjo wants to increase. Although I suppose Bushel is less relevant now. It's only 1 trigger every 5 seconds. And it's, you know, its own heal triggers its own shielding.
More is more,
Left my shield item gains additional shield. Leftmost item gains +3 value. I'm gonna give the Landscraper just the... Oh, of course Landscraper is the one that wants the +30 from frontal shielding. I can't believe I forgot about that. I'll give it shield amplifier as well. Small and medium items. Oh, I have no money. Of course it's not small and medium items at the moment. It's the Uana chest.
I should warn you,
Let's go fight the Grink.
not like other Jabalians.
Ooh, that's, again, a lot of poison on that build. Not an awful lot I can do about that. When I die, I'm gonna have so many shields.
I can see you're going places, but I'll be chasing you.
Kina sells non-weapon items. Freeze has a random freeze item, but a lot of them aren't even fieldable. I'm gonna go to Kina for the non-weapon. Matchbox. When you use a non-weapon item, burn 1. Monocle. Shields equal to your gold every 6 seconds. I wonder if Matchbox is anything. When you use a non-weapon item, burn 1. I'd have to be using things constantly, or I'd have to increase the burn of this pretty significantly. There's not going to be skills to support increasing the burn of this. So it's literally shops and stuff? I don't find that. I don't find that. Rewards card upgrade. There's also Fixer Upper for... and model ship. So here's the thing, right? We've got Land Scraper, which is incentivizing us to get as many use items as possible. Model ship is kind of also making the same incentive, but it's taking up 2 slots that otherwise could be usable. I'm going to take the Ganjo scaling off board and pop Pushel back on. The idea being that'll keep us alive for much longer so that we can get the Tossed Helms damage out. I'm looking for a replacement in weapon, like, yesterday. Gold tier skills. I mean, there's Alia for the weapon, though. The only problem is gold tier skills offer us our scaling when you use a property. Which, we're not using properties, but this would be scaling. Weapons gain +5, shields gain +5. Mayuri has more health than you, shield, nope. The ultimate shield item has 20 additional shielding than it usually does, Or when you use a property, deal damage equal to your gold. When you use a property. I just sold the ATM that would have been the pickup. I'm going to take Reinforced Steel and I'm going to buy the next ATM I see. I know, I shouldn't have done it like that. Grumble. That'll ultimately end up replacing with property triggers the damage scaling from Grindstone, so I can try and free up some more spaces on the board that way. Gorgon Noble's going to try and poison me, so I am going to need to do damage to them. Which means I should probably leave the Grindstone on the field here rather than taking it off. I was considering a version with the Ganjo instead of the Grindstone. I feel like I die. This Toxic Blade is giving us 10 poison every so often. I'm healing, but I have no regeneration. I'm great against the Sandstorm, but I'll die to the poison under my shielding. Yep. Oh boy. There there a world where the sandstorm gets them first? I don't think so. All my stuff froze there for a bit. Oh my god, it did get them first. Amazing.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Paralytic poison. The first time you poison each fight, freeze an item for 3 seconds. Also, upgrade your leftmost item. I really wanted that to be Ganjo. But I think we are pretty quickly moving past Ganjo's prevalence on this board.
That's quality.
I don't want small items right now. I want money, experience, and large items. Also, haste and charge skills are relevant. When you use a property, haste the items adjacent for a second. Now I just need usable property. That's it. I've got reinforced steel and tall buildings. Now I just need property. Sure, I might have done this a little backwards. Realistically, I think I actually don't do damage in this fight. My goal is to scale my... my goal ultimately in this fight, I believe, should just be to scale my landscaper and bushel and try and out-heal the enemy. If they're poisoned, I was already going to lose. I wasn't going to do my damage fast enough. If they're crit, I might survive them. They're crit. Crit and burn, but the pop snappers has maximum size. Only 3 ammo, no regeneration for it. Cool. Yeah, I'll win this one. Enemy has 87 lifesteal as well as 87 shielding every time their weapon attacks. Their weapon attacks every 3 seconds. Actually, it's even more common than that. It's 2.4 seconds because of the silencer and the star chart. But my shielding is scaling up. They are not scaling up. So I'll win. It's a huge relief to see a win on this fight, I have to say. Starting to feel like I was going to get another 1 win. I need to invest in property. I need more property that I can activate more consistently. Honestly, if anything, I might end up with a property build, like 4 properties on the field. Sounds great to me. Seeing a little bit of lag and slow down in that fight, so I'm going to take the opportunity between fights to refresh. So I will be back in a second. And we're back. Let's have a look at the 150 max HP is pretty good. I'm going to look at middle items.
No sale. I want what's right for you.
Masterpiece gains 2 at the end of every hour. There's dog for upgrading with small items. Cash register. I'm looking for ATM, especially. Vending machine. It is property, but it has no cooldown, so it's never going to get used. I don't think I'll be taking that, nor the textiles.
Hey, that's okay. It's been nice talking to you.
It's definitely more Fortis than Isla right now. We're starting to get to the point that I might even ignore shields and weapons. First time you use large item each fight, shield equal to your max HP. Your large shield items have plus 12 shield. That's relevant because this one activates every time an item activates. Mosquito Trash Golem. Trash Golem's certainly not my pick. It's ammo related, reload stuff. Not really in our wheelhouse. Mosquito, possibility of cooldown reduction for my entire board. It's actually quite common. And then Loan Shark. Loan Shark could have an ATM for us. The other stuff from Loan Shark is significantly less exciting. I'm going to take the Mosquito. I'm looking for the cooldown reduction. I don't want to put that on the board just yet, if I do get it, but I do want it. That would be Insect Wing. When you sell this, reduce your items' cooldowns by 6%. I mean, when you slow haste a weapon 1 second from Paralyzing Rush, that's also cool. I just don't think it'll be relevant to the rum. Get him, Concho! I want that property with multi-strike. The snow globe. It has
Believe you'll win, and you'll win.
an additional +1 multicast for each adjacent property. Ooh, 2 income, and if you have a property, 2 additional income. That's what I'm looking for. 4 income. Let's go Prospero for economic items.
Mr. Pygmalion, a man who understands business.
I was hopefully looking for an ATM here. I found the ATM here.
I bid you farewell.
Okay, so this ATM, when it activates, every 3 seconds, will give +5 damage to all of my weapons and +5 shield to all my shields. There's also a fixer-upper there. Every 3 seconds, just activate. It'll also give haste to both adjacent properties. I'm gonna sell the hatchet to gain the fixer-upper.
Wise investment, Mr. Pygmalion.
Tusked Helm is really what's benefiting from the other ones on the board at the moment, so the idea would be to leave it and take the bushel off, because I've taken my tools off as well. And then I suppose I would put the the bandages back on. Now, putting both of the properties adjacent to one another so that they haste one another when they're used, great. And then they'll also haste the ones outside. Perfect. So 3 seconds in, both of these are going to use. They're both going to give 1 additional haste to each side of them. So ATM gets 1 second of haste, Fixer-Upper gets 1 second of haste. That means in 2 seconds time after that, they'll both do it again. Non-weapon items, Kina. I'm definitely working at the docks for shield item here. Oh, duct tape. When you use an adjacent item, shield 10. That's significantly better than putting the other one on board. Actually, is it? Yeah, it scales up and gives additional shielding every time Fixer-Upper triggers. And ATM. I want Fixer-Upper and Shield and ATM to trigger as commonly as possible, so they need to be adjacent to one another. Yeah, this is what we do. Alright, XD Soul. I think I've got a build together right now.
Big for you to steal.
Weather Glass. Oh boy. That's going to be a lot of poison and burn on us, which is going to make our life hard. I'm very good at shielding. I'm honestly pretty good at doing damage. But if you poison me, I will die.
Next time I'll show you.
I'm just not fast enough to beat that. Alright, I'm going to need a bigger payoff. Something that makes this work. Right, my shields item has more. Leftmost, no. First time you use a large item each fight, adjacent shield items get plus 15 shield for the fight, including duct tape and ATM. That matters. Flanking shield is huge. Oh, connection issue. Are you here to save me from this run? Yes, can I please have the flanking shield? Thank you.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
Middle has my ATM upgrade in stock. Thank you kindly. 50% more max HP. Nothing on the rest of those. Chili Charles. I believe Chili Charles actually has an item I'm deeply interested in at the moment. Igloo, when you freeze, shield 30. That's not it. Havoc, item school damage reduced by 5 seconds for every adjacent large item. There's an ice cream truck. When you use another non-weapon item, charge this a second. Yeah, no. I thought they had the snow globe between these, which would definitely be my highest priority. I need something like spiky shield on the board so that I can do damage equal to my shielding, so I don't have to worry when I'm getting poisoned. That's it, we got Chili Charles. Duct tape is doing huge work here at the end.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
I want to include the possibility of putting that back on board later. With the right other pieces, yeah, that could go back on board. 4 additional income or 28. It would take 7 years to gain as much income as Landlord's about to give us. Obviously, investing in ourselves would give us 8 more shield on each trigger of the ATM. Not enough. Landlord. I'll go to Kina. I'm looking for properties. There's one in Pawn Shop, but it's not a property that has any activation trigger, and I need properties that activate. Item to the left of this says cooldown reduced. Wonderful. No. Pole sells large items. That's properties as well.
You are amusing. Why so fight?
When you use an item, heal equal to this item's value. I'd love to get value out of that. I can't, though. Oh boy. Shipment. When you sell this, get 3 small items from any hero. There's also the ice cream truck. That's not a property, so it's not really going to help us. Use another normal weapon item. Charge this a second. Oh boy. I'm going to buy and sell shipment for 3 random gold tier items from random characters. Alpha Ray. When you use the core or another ray, your weapons gain +4 damage of the fight. Not relevant. Pepper Spray. Slows all enemy items when you go below half health. I'll take that over Tusk Helm. Possibility of saving me in a pinch. Slingshot isn't useful either. Their name is Earl.
I should warn you.
Are they going to be the person who knocks us out?
Other Jabonians.
I mean, 7 damage here. Yeah, that would get me to Prestige nil, which suddenly I get an enchantment opportunity. Maybe that helps me out here. Oh my god. Yeah, the enemy's damage is scaling real well. My shields are scaling pretty good, but it's nowhere near as well as their damage.
Time is an endless nap. Who are you again?
Enchant 9 with heal effects. Sure. Whenever I use an item, I will heal some amount. 45, it turns out. Alright, restorative landscaper. Landscraper, that is.
With no weapons, leave with big bargains.
Let's do this. Oh my god, the grindstone upgrade is available. No.
I feel like that decision comes
Alia
with
sells
the
weapons.
I'm
Desperately
finished
need a
fighting,
very specific
but
weapon.
I can help you finish a fight.
Dragon Tooth. At the start of each fight with Dragon Tooth, spend 3 gold and your weapons permanently gain 5 damage. I think that turns up way too late to actually be useful. Extremely low level Hardy. Lumbors, which takes 2 spaces. I'm looking for things that are related to my shield. There's not a huge amount of them, so I wasn't really super expecting to see one there, but I was hoping. There's got to be something for hoping. Let's get the rewards card actually giving the value to the restorative landscraper when I need it there. I'm going to take the additional 28 gold yen. Wandering Shoal. You're a problem. Yeah, you're a poison build. Can't do anything about you. There's the Infernal Frigate. For burn. Joyful Jack, do you have anything I could care about either? I'm gonna try Joyful Jack because there's a possibility of getting something. Poppy Field. If you have no weapons, your items have their cooldown reduced by 10%. It's a large property. I have no idea how I would manage to fit it on board. I suspect I can't. I want things that activate more commonly than that. Rapid Thaw would be nice. When an opponent freezes your items, reduce duration by 1 second. Enemies poisoned us a significant amount here. I'm getting ridiculous shielding. My shield is good. That's not a problem.
I didn't think this was possible.
The problem is I'm not translating that shield into anything.
Too far to let you stop me.
Middle sells medium items, Andy small items. I mean, admittedly, I did just get the Poppy Field. Reduce all cooldowns. Activates significantly less commonly than the other one. I need this large item that activates to be adjacent to both the others. So I guess Poppy Field is just adjacent to the duct tape, making the haste value from the tall buildings relatively low.
Take your time. I'm pretty laid back.
Robe. When you shield, your shield items gain +2 shield for the fight. Well, that seems to give a different take on where I should go with this.
If it's not right for you, bring it back. I want you to be happy.
And there's also a stained glass window. When you win a fight with the stained glass window, your properties gain 4 value. If you lose it, properties lose value. The property right of this has double value in combat, and if you play 4 or fewer items, their cooldowns are reduced by 10%. I'm gonna take that.
Just toss that on my back, and I'll trot it to your door.
I'm gonna take that literally just so I have access to it. Robe at the moment. Duct tape is nice to have, but it's going to be pretty impossible to field it. I'm going to get rid of the igloo. If you have no weapons, their cooldowns are reduced. Cooldowns reduced again from... I don't think Poppy Field activates fast enough to be part of my scaling property plan here. It was fun that I actually got it, though. That was unexpected. Robe is better scaling. Whenever I shield, my shield items gain +2 shield for the fight. I want more item activations on board, which is difficult. Health toughness and shields.
People here look so vulnerable.
You don't buy an upgrade to Fixer Upper. It upgrades itself over the next day. There's also the possibility I lose if I don't upgrade it. If I lose without upgrading that, then I should have lost. Shield item to the left of this gets +20 shield for the fight. Shielded Grindstone. Well now. I'd love to be able to use that and think it's good. I don't think I can use it. I don't need a board full of properties. Board full of properties doesn't actually help me. I then only activate these 2 items. This is a significantly better scaling plan for defense. I just also need more items activating. You know what it is? I'm putting the duct tape back on board, and I'm taking the shielded grindstone. So shielded grindstone is gonna activate, giving additional shield to the restorative scraper. And then it will activate the restorative scraper, causing shield, which will then cause robe to also increase shield across the field. Duct tape will also get buffed by that. Yeah, I think this is it. Shielded grindstone is definitely going to need haste from the ATM. Robe doesn't need haste at all. All right, then. Hand in Heritage. You have almost no losses, and you've won 5 times. Let's see if I happen to be on pace to beat you.
Are you sure? Noticed I'm huge?
Oh, I just lost out on my PB. I'm never going to beat that record. Yeah, my shield scale's incredibly high. Unfortunately, I got poisoned, so I'll lose. I definitely should be including more healing in here. Like, the restorative landscaper is healing. It's just because I'm not capable of translating my shield into any damage, despite the fact that I was definitely looking for the availability. It's not gonna matter.
Losing is a lesson. Gotta stop saying that.
I'm gonna be playing Vanessa next episode, I feel. Well, I was happy to use a shielded grindstone for a moment. And I was happy to get rigged in a couple of other things. I certainly feel like this wasn't capable of standing up against the majority of the builds that I was dealing with. So despite the fact that I was going for the shield version, unless I get the shield payoff, like a spiked shield or a crusher or something like that, something that gives me the ability to use my shield to do damage to the enemy before they kill me with poison, then I've unfortunately made a plan to lose to poison. Another 0 chests, and oh baby, I'm so glad I can't drop rank at this point, because I would if I could. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Bazaar. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Top left is a series playlist for all the content to game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past the names of the people who are generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank tier, and a special thanks this episode to Victor. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.